Hi, this is Matthew Robert Payne. Do you believe that anyone can draw close to God? Do you believe that anyone from any background can develop a close relationship with God? Do you believe only people who are totally free of sin can get close to God, or do you think that God delights in all sorts of people, even people who continue to sin and can't get on top of their sin? Well, my testimony, this video may smash some of your preconceptions. You may be surprised, maybe in a good way, from my story. I first discovered pornography when I was 14, after I was molested on a beach and had my first sexual experience with a male giving me oral sex. I discovered for the first time that I could get an erection and masturbate. And soon after that, I discovered pornography and became an addict to pornography, and that lasted for over 40 years until last year. I found something to replace it. I also, at 18 years of age, discovered street walking prostitutes and and became addicted to prostitutes of all different sorts up until about 6 months ago. I was fully addicted to seeing their services every time I had money. So you can imagine how much money I spent every 2 weeks for close on 40 years, going every time I had spare money. Uh, I discovered about a year ago a website where you could rent time with girls from all over the world, and you could pay between 10 cents and $2 per minute to talk to them. And there are certain girls that I talked to that I built friendships with that weren't sexual conversations, but I soon learned that I could have like a sexual conversation with one of the females and spend money to do so. And I, over the past year, became addicted to that. I haven't stopped that, and it continues. And I would like to say to my listeners that I'm totally free of sin, that I'm living a life where I don't sin, I don't participate in sin. But that wouldn't be the truth. I wouldn't be sharing the truth with you to be able to say that. The girls involved with the conversations that I have aren't trafficked. I don't feel they have a drug habit. Uh, they're in better condition than a lot of the prostitutes that I saw, but are still free will. They still have a free will and decide to do what they do. Um, I won't, for privacy's sake and for to make the video PG. I won't go into detail what we do sexually. Um, but over the course of uh, many years, I've developed the ability to talk to God, the ability to talk to Jesus, and throughout my life, especially the last 20 years, I've drawn close to Jesus. I've had two-way conversations with Jesus. It's like I'm the prodigal son in the sheep pen feeding pigs, but still talking to my Father in heaven. I'm like I'm in two places at once, stuck in my sin life, stuck in a degradation sort of life, but also intimate with God. I started a series 18 months ago of videos that became books called God's Last Days Message to His Children. It was 220-hour long, or more than an hour long videos where we interviewed God and my co-author asked questions of God and God spoke through me. That was a very helpful series, and I come to draw really close to God as I heard Him speak in those 220 videos. And there's a book series on Amazon called God's Last Days Message to His Children, from book 1 to book 12. They're really interesting books. And then we started another series called Fireplace Chat with the Trinity, and there's 103 videos in that series and 4 published books so far. And that's more intimate look at the Father. I guess the good news about my life, the good thing that can come from my life is that uh, God is able to embrace you and be intimately connected to you uh, within your sin, uh, whilst you're still a sinner. He's able to forgive you and love you and embrace you right in the midst of your sin life, right in the midst of you acting badly. And I've become really close to God, and I've come to realize it's through trauma and pain that I've had since I was young that has allowed the addictions to stay, and I don't see any cure for them, and I don't see them stopping anytime soon. But I continue to grow closer to God and develop closer and closer relationship. I I hope this is what I hope. I hope that you can listen to this. I hope that you can understand that God draws near to those who sin. I love the passage in the Bible when the woman of sin, I believe Mary Magdalene, come and wept at Jesus' feet and washed his feet with her tears, and then put expensive perfume on his feet. And Jesus said to her, "He that has sinned much loves much." And I fully relate to that story. That I would be amiss. I would be remiss if that story wasn't in the Bible, but it is in the Bible, and it really touches me. There's another verse in the Bible in 1 Corinthians 1 that says God doesn't call the noble or, the great. He calls the foolish ones of the world to confound the wise. I don't know the passage exactly, but I relate to that passage. I'll keep on talking and go and look up that passage because it's a really touching passage, and it could actually relate to you also, besides me. Um, and I'm sort of not so much interested in making uh, I'm not so much into explaining myself in this video, but making something of substance that can touch other people. So 1 Corinthians 1 verse 26, for you see a calling, brethren, that not many wise according to the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called, but God has chosen the foolish things of this world to put to shame the wise, and God has chosen the weak things of this world to put to shame the things which are mighty, and the base things of this world, and the things that are despised, God has chosen, and things which are not, to bring to nothing the things that are, so that no flesh will glory in his presence. So I'm all those things. God is calling the foolish. I'm bipolar. I'm a manic depressive. I've got a mental illness. Many people would call me foolish, and they'd call me foolish as a sinner with a sex addiction, and yeah, and God says He's going to use people like me to put to shame the wise. God has chosen the weak, someone who has things wrong with his health, bipolar, and someone with a sex addiction. He's called the weak thing, someone who can't get on top of his sex addiction, to put to shame the things that are mighty and the base things. Someone who's a prostitute, or someone who's a tax collector, or someone who's got a sex addiction and can't get on top of the sex addiction, a base thing, to put to shame the things, or the things people who despise, someone who doesn't go to church, isn't trained by church, isn't trained by Bible college, isn't particularly trained by anyone, someone who is uneducated, someone who's got known sex addictions all his life, someone who's despised, and he's chosen things which are not. Someone who's a YouTuber who's been doing YouTube for 15 years and hasn't got more than 5,000 followers. Someone who isn't popular on YouTube, hasn't got a lot of people watching his videos, someone who is not. I'm not someone with 500,000 followers. I haven't got a great following. I'm someone who is not to put to shame people who who to bring to nothing the things that are. Yeah, so that's I'm pleased that verse is in the Bible because it speaks so clearly of me. So I hope that you were touched by this video. I'm that person who's grown close to God. Uh, Perhaps I might not be as close to God if I weren't all those bad things. And I hope that you can learn something from this video. The number one thing I want you to learn from this video and pick up and take away from this video is that you don't have to be perfect and you don't have to be free of sin to bless God and do things for God and make God's name great. I hope that you can like this video. I'd really love to see your comments on this video. The more comments, the better. This video might not be one that you can share with your friends, but I'd encourage you, if you watch this video, to subscribe to my channel. God bless you.